Good morning, I'm John Aaron.
I'm Michelle Basch. Election 2025 on WTOP. Democrats sweep into a trio of statewide races in Virginia in a pivotal election ahead of the 2026 midterms. At the forefront, the governor's race, where Abigail Spanberger defeated Republican challenger Winsome Earl-Sears. WTOP's Scott Gelman was at Spanberger's victory celebration in Richmond.
As supporters waved signs with her name on them behind her here in Richmond, Governor-elect Abigail Spanberger vowed to support all Virginians regardless of how they voted.
We are built on the things we share, not the things that pull us apart.
She addressed the historic nature of her election victory.
It's a big deal that the girls and the young women I have met along the campaign trail now know with certainty that they can achieve anything.
And says she wants to help lower housing costs and take politics out of schools.
We are going to make sure that our teachers are well paid and well respected.
For some, the night had extra meaning.
I just called my mom. She's 85 years old and she's never seen a woman governor in Virginia. So this is a very, very important and prideful moment.
At the Greater Richmond Convention Center, Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
In the lieutenant governor's race, Virginia voters also chose the Democratic candidate. She becomes the first Muslim woman to win statewide office in any state. WTOP's Mike Murillo is hearing from her campaign.
We have carved a new historic path tonight.
In her acceptance speech, Ghazala Hashmi reflected on her journey from childhood in Georgia to becoming Virginia's lieutenant governor-elect.
I first was compelled to run for office because I wanted to respond rather than quietly observe the targeting and the scapegoating of marginalized communities.
Hashmi says her focus will be on making government work for all Virginians. Republican John Reed, who lost his bid for lieutenant governor, told supporters he's not walking away from the movement he built.
We built a campaign rooted in respect for service, reward for hard work, and belief in community, and that cannot be allowed to end here.
He says he hopes those who won will work with anyone who wants to see Virginia succeed. Mike Murillo, WTOP News.
In perhaps the most surprising victory of the night, Democrat Jay Jones won the race for Virginia Attorney General. Jones overcame a scandal involving text messages he had sent in 2022, suggesting the then State House Speaker should get 2 bullets to the head. Axios Richmond reporter Sabrina Moreno says the controversy was outweighed by bigger issues.
That was one of the biggest things about the Attorney General's race, right? It was really a test of what is going to drive voters more. You know, this anger over his text, especially in this climate of political violence, where it's been top of mind for a lot of people, or whether Trump is going to resonate more with people, and especially people voting amidst a government shutdown doesn't help the Trump administration, especially if voters are thinking that Republicans are to blame for it.
In the House of Delegates, Democrats held on to 2 tightly contested seats in Northern Virginia, flipped another, and were on the cusp of flipping yet another with votes left to be counted this morning. Democrats came into Election Day with a 51-48 edge in the chamber. Projections have the Democrats expanding their House majority to at least 60 seats.
Now, if we zoom in on the Virginia governor's race to the local level, there are some dramatic shifts from red to blue. WTOP's Neil Augenstein is breaking it down.
In the 2021 governor's race in Stafford County, it was 55 to 44% in favor of Republican Glenn Youngkin. This year, it was 55 to 44% in favor of Democrat Abigail Spanberger. Spotsylvania County also shifted from red to blue, with the Democrat edging out a 51 to 48% win. All of the close-in Virginia counties and cities moved even more blue in this election. Typically solidly red Fauquier County remained red. In 2021, Youngkin got 65% of the vote. This year, Winsome Earl-Sears got 57%. Neil Augenstein, WTOP News.
And for more election results, head to WTOP.com.
Now to Shutdown 2025, which has entered its 36th day, breaking the record as the longest ever. President Trump has refused to negotiate with Democrats over their demands to salvage expiring health insurance subsidies until they agree to reopen the government. Today, Trump is meeting with Republican senators for breakfast at the White House, but no meetings are set with Democrats. Meantime, a loose coalition of senators from both parties is trying to negotiate a way to end the shutdown and resolve that standoff over health care funds.